Why do we self sabotage? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you've been on a really good streak for yourself? You're staying away from porn. You're focused on your health. You're getting in the gym. You're crushing it. You're getting after it hard. You even focus more at work. And maybe you're building a side hustle on the side here as well that soon, one day, will become your passion, will become your purpose, and you'll be able to leave that 9 to 5. But then out of nowhere, it's late one night and almost unconsciously, with you not even being aware of it, you find yourself falling right back into the same old patterns of behaviors. Well, why does that happen? Why, when we feel like we're making progress, do we do things to sabotage our lives, to do things to pull us back into the same old destructive and debilitating behaviors? Did the boogeyman get you? Was there somebody outside of you that was in control of your actions? Or do you believe that like I believe, that we are in 100% complete control of our lives? And it's only through taking massive extreme ownership and personal responsibility that we can create the life that we're here to live, by transcending and breaking free from our pornography addiction, by getting our health, getting our wealth, getting our relationships, all to the point where we feel like we've accomplished our full potential. If you believe, like I believe, that we are in full ownership of our lives and everything that happens in our world is a byproduct of things that we do and we control, then you must understand sometimes why you self sabotage yourself. It's not an outside force, it's not somebody else's fault. It's not because there was stress, because there were these other factors that are beyond your control. You are in complete control of 100% everything you do on a daily basis. Now, what we must understand though is there is a part that sits underneath our conscious awareness, known as our subconscious mind, that some experts say run and operate about 80% of our actions and behaviors. Now, the subconscious mind has two purposes. On one, it's constantly keeping a track record of everything we do and everything we say we're going to do and don't do. Imagine you had a camera on yourself 24 hours a day. And at the end of the day, you had to sit there and record everything that you did. You ran the red light. Boom, subconscious mind kept a track record of it. You said you weren't going to eat the cookie at the office. Boom, subconscious kept a track record the minute you put it into your mouth. You said when you got up in the morning and you packed your gym bag that on the way home, you were going to stop at the gym and make sure you get your workout in. But because you went a little bit over your scheduled time, traffic was a little bit busy, weather wasn't 100% perfect, you drove right past the gym and you stopped at the fast food. Boom, subconscious takes a track record of it. Now, that track record or reputation that we hold with ourselves begins to become the operating manual for how your subconscious runs your life. And its second job, second to keeping a track record, is to make your reality match the relationship that you hold with yourself. So when you don't do certain things that you say you're going to do, when you're living and not operating out of true integrity, your subconscious mind knows. And in time, it will lead you to doing destructive behaviors that self sabotage you and bring you back to the level of how it sees yourself. So even though you've had tremendous success in this journey, even though you've gone 30, 60, 90 days, if you're not checking every box on a daily basis, if you're not honoring your word, every single thing that is said, if you're not showing up through discipline, through structure for yourself to love yourself and bring you to your highest potential, eventually in time, when your willpower is low, decision fatigue is out the window. It's been a long, stressful day. And maybe you're in a position in an environment that is somewhat vulnerable for you. Your subconscious mind is going to kick in, take control of your actions, and lead you to self sabotaging yourself. So, how do we break this cycle? How do we make sure that our subconscious mind sees and operates us from a level of true honor and true integrity and is always doing the things that best serve us? I had an interesting conversation with a coaching client the other day, and he's fairly new into the program and he's having a lot of success right out of the gate, which a lot of our clients and students do. He was away from home though. He was traveling. He had a business meeting with some of his business partners in California. And he showed up on the call and he was so grateful for being around all these people. He had a tremendous week. And he's like, you know what, Frank, one thing I've realized is when you're with other people, it's a whole lot easier to show up as your highest self. It's a whole lot easier not do the things that are going to lead you back into destructive patterns. So what he was saying is that in order for him to show up for himself and push to become the best version of himself, he needed other people in his life to hold him accountable. Now he lives on a farm, big acreage, animals, but very few contact on a daily basis with people. He has remote positions, so he doesn't go into an office. So he spends a lot of time at home by himself. And what he was saying to me, and I kind of presented this back to him, is when I'm at home, I don't need to be the best version of myself. And I wanted to not call him out on it, but I wanted to add a different perspective and different frame on how we think about that. Because, yeah, it is important for us to show up for others. It is important for us to show up as our best selves for everybody in our lives. And everybody includes ourself. So I needed to remind him that even though he was alone, there was another person in his life that was keeping a track record of everything that he said he was going to do. So I believe, yes, it may be easier when we're others to operate at our higher self, but it's way more important when we're alone. I think it was James Clear that said in Atomic Habits, what you do when you're by yourself is really who you are. Pornography is always done in secrecy. Acting out is always done in secrecy. And when these are behaviors and repeated patterns that you have in your life, yeah, other people in your life may not know, but the most important in your life is fully aware and is fully keeping a track record. If you skip the gym one day, your wife may not know. If you skip the gym one day, your buddies may not know. If you slid through the drive through on the way to work and grab some muffins and a croissant, nobody at the office is going to know. But you know who does know? You. The most important person in your life is you. And if you can't show up and take action and do the things that you know best serve you to the highest degree when you're alone and when you're by yourself, then eventually, in time, you will take actions, you will do things to bring you back down to the level of how you view and how you see yourself. So if that's why we self-sabotage, because we're not living in full alignment with who we are and who God has called us to be, then the pathway out of it, breaking the cycle of self-sabotage, is to wake up every single day and take action on becoming the man that God has called you to be. We call it stacking wins. Here, what's the first few things that you do on a regular basis? I shot an entire episode here on the importance of not hitting snooze. That's the first opportunity that you have every single day to honor and keep your word. But what else in your life have you set up as non negotiables? No matter how you feel, no matter what life circumstances are going on, no matter the stresses, no matter the triggers, no matter the environment, the weather outside, these are things that we must do every single day. We have a daily five inside of our program, five things that all of our men aim at executing upon 100%. And I can tell you that the ones that get closest to that 100% are the ones that find the most freedom in their journey from quitting porn. So look at your life, run an audit. Where am I not honoring my words? Where am I not doing the things that I say I know I must do? And more importantly, am I truly loving myself through the disciplines, the structure, and the commitments that I keep to help me not just break from this addiction? Guys, that's such low level thinking. I want to quit porn. That's the lowest level thinking that we can have. Are we really aiming and chasing becoming the man that God put us on this earth to be? Now, guys, if you're struggling with understanding who that man is for you, maybe you're lacking clear vision for your life. Without a clarity of vision on who we can become, it's so much more difficult to build that into a framework for our lives. So I put together 5-step training, walk you through identifying exactly the life that you can live if you remove this habit out of your life, but actually chase becoming the man that you were born to be. And if you visit the link down there in the show notes or go to www.rebuiltrecovery.com/vision, we can give you free access to this training. But it starts with a vision, right? And then it's the execution of that vision on a daily basis. Knowing what to do is just a small part of the battle. 20% of your transformation is rooted in the information. The 80% of your transformation is going to be found in the day-to-day implementation of what needs to be done. So get a vision, get some accountability, some support in your life, begin to take steps every single day and check those boxes. When you say you're going to do certain things, follow through and do them. And guys, in time, self-sabotage will make its way out of your life and you'll begin to operate as the man you were born to be. Guys, if you're getting value out of these episodes, make sure to head over to Apple, Spotify, wherever you're consuming, and leave us a 5-star rating and written review. If you're watching here on the YouTube channel, hit subscribe. We're dropping 3 episodes a week of the Rebuilt Man podcast. But Coach Frank, Rebuilt Recovery. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.